So is Death Stranding 2 on the beach just another glorified walking sim where you play as a postman? Well, I got the answer, and the answer is absolutely not. This game is pure style. It's as effortlessly cool as a leather jacket on a roaring motorcycle or a samurai piloting a mecha. If something doesn't scream cool, it doesn't belong in Kojimi's latest fever dream. Take Higgs for example. The main villain who you might remember was defeated in the original. And guess what? He's back. And why? Because he's awesome. And now he's got even a lightning shooting guitar. Because yeah, of course he does. Why wouldn't he? While the first game tried to ground its bizarre world in pseudo-realistic logic, this sequel abandons all that and just lets loose. Nowhere is that shift more obvious than in the combat. In the original, fights were rare and tightly controlled. BTs, those ghostly creatures, could only be dealt with using specialized weapons, and killing other humans was a major no-no due to the catastrophic consequences it would bring. But Death Stranding 2 shrugs that off with a new workaround. You can now use firearms that incapacitate people without killing them. And even better, they work on BTs too. Don't ask how, just go with it. It's awesome. Don't get the wrong idea though, this isn't a full-blown action game now. You're still delivering packages, unlocking new gadgets, vehicles and infrastructure to help optimize your next route. It's a strangely satisfying gameplay loop, especially for anyone who grew up watching Postman Pat, rewarding even the smallest efficiency with a rush of accomplishment. That said, the thrill of danger isn't quite what it used to be. Where the first game had you holding your breath while sneaking past the BTs, now you're blasting your way through with a mounted turret on your truck like it's Halo. And once you're plowing through terrain in a battle-rigged vehicle, feeling quite untouchable, the sense of vulnerability fades a little fast. Still, in its early hours, you won't mind. The visuals are absolutely jaw-dropping, arguably the most stunning graphics I've ever seen on a console. The lighting, the landscapes, the clarity of distant mountains you can actually trek to, it's all borderline surreal. The environmental effects like storms, quakes and flash floods aren't just pretty, they can completely wreck your carefully planned route, adding a layer of unpredictability that keeps things fresh. But as you settle into the core delivery gameplay, some of the urgency wanes. BTs no longer inspire fear and environmental threats become easier to manage. So what was once an unpredictable dangerous journey starts to feel like a more well-paved road trip. Even the music, while excellent, doesn't hit quite as hard this time around. Kojima brings in a whole roster of indie and lesser known artists like Grim and Magnolian, and the haunting score by Woodkid is certainly worth listening to. But nothing compares to the perfect synchronicity of Asylums for the Feeling from the first game. This time, tracks mostly sit in the background instead of really shaping the moment. Then, just when you're about to think Kojima has played it a little too safe, bam! The game hits a turning point that makes the preceding 30 hours feel like a warm-up. No cheap plot twist out of left field here, everything has been building up to this. Where the first game was about isolation and survival, this one leans heavily into connection. The characters, the relationships, the stories, they all converge in a payoff that is as wild as it is heartfelt. And when the final act hits, it hits hard, in true Kojima fashion. It's a multi-hour crescendo of chaos, emotion and sheer spectacle. Even the most hardened Kojima veteran won't be prepared. One moment you're laughing at a cheeky fourth wall break, the next you're wiping away tears. And everything, every single moment, is unapologetically absurdly cool. Higgs lightning guitar? It has more surprises in store. The beach? Cooler than ever. Nicolas Winding Refn? He's back and doing something weird and awesome. But is it always logical? No. Does it matter? Not at all. In Kojimi's world, logic takes a backseat to style and vision. Death Stranding 2 won't be for everyone. Some will love the heavy action approach, others will mourn the loss of the tension and restraint that made the original so unique, but Kojima doesn't care. This is his unfiltered vision. No publisher telling him what to do, no fan expectations holding him back, not even the rules of his own universe limiting him. This isn't just another Kojima game. It's the most Kojima game he's ever made.